in a world full of fears.
Huh?
There is a team on a mission. They are the Fear Busters. Who you gonna call? Fear Busters.
Of course we can, Mo. We are suited up and ready to bust the fear of being alone.
The best way to bust the fear of being alone is by what we like to call
Dun, dun, dun!
Survivor Man.
Fear Busters edition.
We'll travel deep into the wilderness to see if we can survive all alone. Boys, your backpacks ready?
Ready.
And remember, if you ever feel like you're alone, do the secret distress call.
Got it. Bring it in, guys.
Go
team!
I have just made a fortress from the nature that's surrounding me. I should be able to crawl in like this. Ah! Okay, I think I'm good. I think I have some Slinky and some bubble gum in my book bag that's gonna be able to help me rebuild my fort. Let me check. What? This isn't my book bag. This is Sean's. It's got paper and a clipboard in there.
I don't see why this survival thing is so hard. I just need my notes to figure out my food to water ratio. What? A Slinky? 5 bread rolls? They're as hard as a rock. This isn't my bag. This is the professor's.
I can't do this anymore. The fear of being alone is just too much. I gotta get out of here. Wait, what was that distress call again?
That's it. I'm tired of being alone. Time for the distress call.
Caw-caw, caw-caw! Whoop-de-doo! Caw-caw, caw-caw! Whoop-de-doo!
The distress call. I wonder where they are. Guess you guys found each other. I heard the distress call. What happened?
It was so crazy out there. I couldn't handle being alone. I couldn't do it.
We must have switched our backpacks before we left. The professor, you have all kinds of crazy stuff
My
in
stuff
here.
crazy? What are you supposed to do in the wilderness with papers and a clipboard?
Those are my notes.
Wait.
They're informative.
Guys, it's okay.
You look like you did just fine out there.
I didn't hear you make the distress call. Did you learn how to bust the fear of being alone?
I did. I took action by praying, asking God for help. Found a spot to set up camp, just double checked to make sure I had everything. I mean, sure, I was scared at first, but I didn't let fear control me.
So you took action, and you didn't let fear control you. That's perfect. Of course those two things lead to busting the fear of being alone. How'd you know to do that?
While I was out there, I remembered a story from the Bible.
What story? I love stories.
All the things in my backpack reminded me of Psalm 23 in the Bible. It's a story about this guy named David who's all alone in a field taking care of his sheep. He writes about how God loves us and cares for us even when we feel alone. It goes like this. God is my shepherd. He gives me everything I need. Good food, water. He always shows me the right way to go. And even if I have fear, I know he's always with me. When I remembered that, I realized I don't have to be afraid. God will help me, and he's always with me. And then I remembered another story, David and Goliath.
That's such an awesome story. We should act it out.
I know. Let's use the supplies from our backpacks to reenact David and Goliath.
Keely, you tell the story and we'll act it out.
Here we go. There once was this guy named David, and his brothers were fighting against the Philistines. The biggest, meanest, scariest person in the Philistine army was named Goliath. Every day, Goliath would yell out,
Send someone to fight me!
but no one wanted to fight the giant. Everyone was super afraid of him. Meanwhile, David's dad told him to take his brothers some food. So David walked and walked and finally made it to camp. When all of a sudden, he heard a loud, booming voice.
Who will fight me?
I will fight him. I'm not afraid of that big guy.
So David took action and didn't let fear control him. He found 5 smooth stones and put one in his slingshot. He said to Goliath,
You may be a giant, but I have God's help.
David shot the stone with his sling and it flew through the air and hit Goliath right in the head. And Goliath fell down. David did it. He beat Goliath. He prayed and he knew that he wasn't alone because God was with him. So David took action and didn't let fear control him.
So that's the way you bust the fear of being alone. You pray to God, know that He's with you, and then you take action and don't let fear control you.
Exactly.
Sounds like there's only one thing left to say. Ready, guys? Fear busted!
Where's the ball? Out in the Wild, Arctic Chill. A new series starting next week.